Hello again. Welcome to the Brazilian Magic and Sorcery channel. Today I will talk about the people of the beach, or people of the shells, an almost unknown group that inhabited much of the Brazilian coast about 6,500 years ago, and who built mysterious structures. These people were named after these structures, calls of Sambaquis. Sambaquis is a word that comes from the native Tupi language. Tamba means shells, and ki means heap or heap. This term refers to heaps of shells found on the Brazilian coast. But they are not simple or small piles. They were structures made of shells, up to 30 meters or 98 feet tall. These structures were basically made up of shells, fish bones, and some mammals. For years, many have said that these buildings, they were just piles of shells, like a kind of garbage dump of the meals of the people of the past. However, archaeologists investigated further, and they discovered not only that they were not just deposits, but they were purposely built structures, and that some parts of these structures had been used to carry out funeral rites. Several bodies were found in different positions, and they were bodies of men, women, and children of different ages. Madu Gasper, in his book, Sambaquis, Archaeology of the Brazilian Coast, it tells us that polished stone instruments, objects made from bones, and even campfire stains have been found. And it goes on to say that there was clear evidence of its builders, creating an architectural landmark in the landscape. And even our second emperor, Dom Pedro II, went to monitor excavations at Sambaquis de São Vicente. There is also the hypothesis that parts of these structures served as housing. Unfortunately, most of the Sambaquis were destroyed by human action to extract lime, or by building roads and draining areas and increasing the urban population. But because they are so numerous and spread across river and ocean beaches, there are also structures that allow archaeological study. A sad fact is that until recently research was divided among the naturalist current that stated that they were piles of shells due to the action of water, including in rivers, or that it was a deposit of waste from the natives due to their sheer laziness, and the other current that discovered that they were purposeful structures. When the items and skeletons were discovered, there was a new view of them. However, at this point, many had already been destroyed. Only in 1950 did the battle for the preservation of Sambaquis begin, which had been destroyed by human action, practically since the discovery of Brazil in 1500. Currently, there are still some internal divisions of research. There is also the question whether these structures were houses and cemeteries, or just funerary monuments. But here we begin a point that will be important for us: concern for the cult of ancestors, which we will discuss later. Hail the King's 7 crossroads of the Lira, and may my guardian bless you all.